What does it mean off-market in real estate? Off-market sounds mysterious, but what it really means is no competition. The best flips usually never even hit the MLS. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what off-market means and how you can find the best deals hidden there. You're going to understand what off-market deals are and why they are a gold mine for flippers. Off-market deals is where real estate investors make the most amount of money. You want to get really proficient at finding off-market deals, but what exactly is an off-market deal? An off-market deal means it's not visible to everybody else. I often say in my workshops, when a deal hits the MLS that's a hot deal, how long does it stay on the MLS? It is gone in seconds. I mean, if it's a really hot deal, it's going to be gone like that. But if a deal's an off-market deal, the masses haven't heard about that deal. The masses are watching the MLS. The masses are watching Zillow. They're watching Redfin. They're watching Realtor.com. They're watching saying, when's the next deal coming? Because I want to pounce on it. The odds of them getting that is probably the same odds as winning the lottery these days. It's very difficult to find that deal. We spend all of our time and efforts in the off-market deals. Again, off-market means they are not on the market. And here's the funny part. Many of the people that we buy houses from don't even know they're ready to sell yet. But do you know who knows they're ready to sell? Predictive software. Predictive AI software goes out and looks at 300 or 400 data points to determine the people that are most likely to sell their house in the next 6 months and 12 months based on the hundreds or thousands of people that have sold before them on the exact same data points that they had. They say, listen, this is what they all had in common. So let's look in the future and see all the people that are going to have that in common because these people have the most likely chance of selling. The funny part is they don't even know they're ready to sell yet until they get a brochure and go, hey, that's a good idea, honey. Maybe we should sell this house. Now, we knew it before they knew it because AI is just pretty dang smart. One of the crazy things that I saw was that they found that in certain neighborhoods, if the satellite view showed one of two things, either a basketball hoop not installed outside and or a wheelchair ramp installed on the outside of the house, those were two signs that that house was likely to be sold. Why? I have no idea. The wheelchair one makes sense to me. The basketball hoop didn't make sense, but that was a data point that was determined in a certain neighborhood, and it always turned out to be true. If you had kind of an abandoned basketball hoop that was just kind of dangling out there, not permanently installed, for some reason, I guess their kids were older. I don't know what the reason was, but they were getting ready to sell that house. So ironically, that's the kind of off-market deals that you're looking for, people that don't even know that they're ready to sell the house yet. Now, there are people that know they want to sell the house. They just don't know what to do with it. There are people that have, homes that are dilapidated. There are people that have inherited houses, they don't know what to do with it. There are houses that need repair. There are houses that maybe they're hoarder houses. Maybe they just know they have to sell, or they found themselves in a really difficult financial situation. And these houses are not listed on the market yet because frankly, they're embarrassed. They don't want to discuss the fact that they're behind in taxes, though we all know that because that is on a public record, right? Or they don't want to discuss the fact that they're falling behind in their mortgage. Again, can be public knowledge when it goes into pre-foreclosure. However, they're not listed yet, so that deal is off market until you can reach out to them. We want to find the people that have these houses that are saying, look, I'm embarrassed. I don't want to call a realtor because I want to avoid the headache of having a realtor. Now, if you're a realtor, you're saying, wait a minute, Glenn, don't call me a headache. I'm not calling you a headache. I'm saying from their perspective, what they're saying is, you're going to trace people through my house and I'm embarrassed of what it looks like. And I don't even want you to come in to see my house. But what I do want to maybe have is a cash buyer come in here, one person, and buy my house. And that is an off-market deal. Now, how do you find those deals? Well, you have to make yourself available to off-market sellers. They have to know how to find you. That's a whole different video. Please subscribe to our channel and learn all about how to make yourself available to off-market sellers so they can contact you, because if they don't know who to call, maybe they'll call me. They're in my neighborhood, right? So they want to be able to call you, but you have to let them know how to find you. So we talked about why sellers like to have their homes off-market, but why do buyers want to have off-market deals? Well, I think that's pretty self-explanatory, right? There is far less competition, in some cases, no competition when you walk in the door, because they don't want to share this with the masses. They don't want to put it on the open market. Now, the truth is, they'd probably get more money if they put it on the open market, but they don't want to go through that process. That's not something they're interested in. So for a buyer, We get really excited about that because we don't have any competition. We can negotiate that deal without having to pay them any commission. We can give them a real benefit by saying, look, you can leave everything as is, just take what you want and we'll take the rest. We'll make this process really simple and really easy for you. If we can remove the headache from them, we can create a win-win scenario. And as real estate investors, when we create a win-win scenario, we all win. We can fix that house up and sell it and make a really large profit. They can move on with their lives, get some cash in their pocket, and move on. And that's what we're looking for as real estate investors, is find the off-market deal, create a win-win scenario so the seller wins and we win before it ever hits the open market. Okay, so Glenn, how do you find the off-market deals? Well, I told you there are softwares that you can have, that you have to pay for, of course, that will find predictive sellers in the future. So that's one way you can do it. You can also just market. Now, marketing is great. Like, you can do direct mail, you can do TV, you can do radio, you can do PPC, you can do SEO. Those are all, online marketing terms. These are all ways you can have people come to you, but you want to really dial in who you're looking for. And I'll talk about that in just a minute, but you have to know who you're looking for in that model. If you can dial that in, like, in other words, don't just send postcards to everybody in the neighborhood. You want to have a list of people that have the greatest potential to sell their house, the greatest potential to be an off-market seller. That's where you want to spend your time. That's one way you can do it yourself. You can also go through local wholesalers. Wholesalers have already taken the time to do that. Now, you're going to pay a premium for those deals because they're going to put their $10,000, $15,000 markup on the deal because they've spent money to find that deal. So you can go through local wholesalers. You can network. You can have people that bring deals to you. Our channel has dozens of videos on how to find off-market deals. Like, all kinds of them, from older to newer. We have over 1,000 videos in this channel, so you can find a lot of great information on here if you just subscribe and check it out for yourself. So, learn how to find off-market deals, because finding off-market deals is one thing. Finding motivated sellers as off-market deals is where the gold really is for you as a real estate investor. So, find off-market deals from motivated sellers, start making offers, and build your future as a real estate investor. Chasing off-market deals is powerful, but only if you know what you're looking for. Go check out my next video, the crucial step new investors always miss, where I'm going to teach you how to build an exact buy box so you know exactly what you're looking for. Because finding the best off-market deal might be great, but if it doesn't fit in your buy box, it's not worth your time, and your time is worth money. Be a professional, learn how to build a buy box. The link is right here below.